Hi, I'm Jeff Griswold. I'm the Preble Highway Superintendent, and I've served that role for 17 years. I've also spent most of my life in the Preble Fire Department, serving 17 years as chief. I've also spent 12 years on the Executive Committee of the Town Highway Superintendents Association, serving last year as president. In that role, it allowed me to travel the state and look at over 50 different highway garages and discuss their pros and cons with all the respective superintendents. As you've probably heard, we are considering building a new highway garage for our town. In this short video, I'm going to briefly review a few items. Why are we proposing a new garage? What other options have we considered? What are we proposing? How we will pay for it? And what's next? Our current garage was built in the early 1950s, and an addition was added in the early 1970s. As you can see in these photos, the building has seen better days, and over the decades we have outgrown the building, forcing us to store our valuable equipment outside. This has been an issue that we have been working on since 2004, when we bought the land on Route 281 for the salt shed and eventual new highway garage. During this time, we've considered other options, including do nothing, refurbish our current garage, tear down our current garage and build a direct replacement, and shared service with another towns. So let's take a moment and discuss each of these options. Doing nothing is not really an option, as we are spending significant money in repairs and utility bills just to keep operating. The usefulness of the current building as a highway garage is getting worse with each passing year. Equipment size, building codes, pest regulations continue to change while the building is passed by, and replacement costs continue to rise. We have explored the notion of refurbishing the building, but the challenge is the foundation is failing and the roof system would need to be completely rebuilt. It would be very expensive and doesn't solve the problem that we have outgrown the building and the available property. We could tear the building down and build a new building on the site, but we do not have enough land to build a bigger building, and the expense of tearing down and remediating the building would just add to the total project costs. Since we already own the land and earmarked it for the garage, we should move ahead there. Finally, we have considered sharing more services with other towns. We already share machinery and manpower with Scott, Homer, and Tully, but logistically sharing a building would create more problems than it would solve. So what are we proposing? We are planning for a 6-bay pole barn building to meet our current and near-term needs. 6 bays will allow us to completely move out of the current building. It will give us just enough room to get all our major equipment under cover. Building anything smaller will keep us using the current building for storage as the cost of any addition continues to climb. This building fits the property, will serve the town for years to come, is functional and efficient, and can be built for the lowest possible cost. In the interest of keeping this video short, I've left out dozens of advantages to this project. Please contact me at 607-745-1363. That's my cell number if you have any more questions. Of course, one of the most important questions is, how are we going to pay for it? We are expecting bids to come in somewhere below $900,000. We have $649,000 in a reserve account for this project. We have a commitment of $175,000 from Senator Seward. This gives us a total of $824,000. Depending on the bid results, we may or may not have to borrow any money. The most important fact is we won't need to raise taxes because of this project. It is now time to vote on whether we want to move forward with this project. With a yes vote on April 4th, we will put our plans out to bid, conduct a bidders conference, and receive and evaluate the bids, and issue contracts to begin construction this summer. If we have a no vote, we'll go back to the drawing board and consider the next best option. It is unlikely the cost of the project can be reduced by very much. I hope that you can come to the Preble Fire Station on April 4th Please vote yes to help the town move forward. Thank you.